Morning Year 4. I hope you're having, you've had a lovely weekend and that you got to do some things that you wanted to do. Welcome to your Monday morning lesson. Now, I am going to share my screen so that you can see the date and Walt and write those down in your book. So I'm just going to show it from here for now. So you can see the date and Walt up there on my screen. I'm not going to go into PowerPoint mode just yet. So pause it, write the date and Walt, and whilst you're doing that, I'm just going to explain those success criteria. So you're going to learn today what the prefixes super and sub mean, so adding those to the start of a word. And you're going to decide how those words changing, what happens to the meaning of those root words when you add a prefix to them, particularly those. Now, I do want to use this in PowerPoint mode today, in the slideshow mode, because it's got a bit of a game on it and I can't do it otherwise. But first, you're going to do your 5 a day and you're going to pause it. And then when you press play again, obviously I'm going to be there giving you the answers. I just had to do a quick stop then because I had to change something. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. So you need to make sure you've paused it so that you can answer those questions. And when you come back, you'll just see the board behind me. All right, and it will have the answers on there. Right, so the first question was asking you to contract we are. So we are becomes we're, as in we are going. Okay, you should have used an, and a. You should have underlined after a while. And the first, I did cross them out because I thought I'd made a mistake, but I haven't. The first conjunction that you needed to use was but, and the second was and. All right, those were the 2 that I was looking for today. Hopefully you got 5 out of 5 with that. So we are going to move on now. I'm going to go back to sharing my screen and I'm going to go into PowerPoint. So from this slide, so you'll probably see it a little bit bigger, just like you would in the classroom when it decides to work. There we go. And just me as a little face in the corner. Right, so we're going to look at 2 particular prefixes today. So the first one is super, which often means above. And the second one we're going to look at is sub, which means under. So they are the opposite, which is why we're looking at them together today. Now you can add these to different words and it changes their meaning. Can you think of any? It does say work with a partner, but that partner, as you know now, is probably your parents or with me, and we can pretend, all right? So we're going to see whether you can work out some prefixes and the words that they've made over the next couple of slides. But first, we're going to talk it through. So remember, a prefix is something that you attach to the front of a word to change its meaning. All right, and if you can learn the definition, what the prefix means, then you can use that when you come across new words that are using the same one. So the prefix super, instead of making a list on your whiteboard like you would do in class, you could perhaps make a list in your book. Can you think of any words that you can add super to, like superhero? Pause it, give yourself a minute, see if you can come up with any. What did you come up with? Superhero, Superman, Superwoman, supermarket, superstar. Any others? Any that I didn't mention? Be interesting to see. Here's a few more. Supernatural, so your powers are greater than normal. Superhero, someone that's got extraordinary powers. Supernova, which is a star that suddenly increases in brightness, okay, because of an explosion. Okay, so it means greater or above. Right, so we're going to have a look at, say, what you can see. What number? Joe, give me a number. Give me a number. Can you tell me a number? Number 1, 2, 3.
10.
Trust him to choose a number that's not on the screen, hey? Shall we go with number 5?
No, 10.
I haven't got a 10. You'll have to carry on with your dinner instead. Can you get 4? So Joe's chosen 4 and he's going to be quiet now and sit down and eat his dinner for me. Go on then. Go on, sit down, lovely. Good boy. So he chose number 4. Can you work out what the word is? Can you? What do you think it's going to be? I think someone's coming to see if he can guess now. What do you think that's a picture of, lovely? Can you work it out?
A submarine.
A submarine. Do you think he was right?
Yeah.
Shall we see? Well done, Joe, and well done everyone at home. It was a submarine.
A long one.
A long one.
How long is it?
A really long. Shall we see what the next word is? All right, I've got my little helper here now. What number do you want to choose and help the boys and girls at home?
8.
Number 8. Can you guess what it is? No? Shall we choose another number?
Yeah.
What number?
5.
5. Oh, he's very clever. That's what you always do in school. You go for the middle one. Can we guess what it is?
No.
No? Can you? Shall we choose another number?
Yeah. 2.
2. I can see where he's going. Oh, what do we think? I'm going to go for number 1. Oh, what do you reckon that person is?
A superhero.
A superhero. Shall we see? Shall we see if he's right? Shall we see if you're right? Superpower. Very close. Superpower. Right. What number?
5.
5. Will the middle solve the riddle for all those catchphrase fans?
6.
6.
Nope.
No? Anyone at home?
3.
3.
Maybe it's gonna be 2.
2. I don't think Joe will know this word, but the word is
7.
subheading. Well done to those of you at home that got it right.
Again.
More. It's exciting for a 4-year-old.
So it's gonna be
Number
3.
Number 3. Did you agree with him? Ooh.
Number 2. Scuba diver.
Scuba diver. But what is our word, boys? Well, children at home, what's our word? It's not going to be scuba diver, although it is a picture of a scuba diver. We're looking for words that begin with sub or super. So I wonder what they're doing.
8. Go now, 8.
Shall we have a look and see what the word is? Submerge, to go under the water. Well done.
Any more?
Any more?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with 2.
He's going to choose number 2 for you. He's very helpful today.
Nope.
Nothing there. Anyone else?
Number 5.
Number 5. Oh.
I didn't know there's nothing there. 3.
Who wants to try number 3?
Nothing.
Let's have a look what it's pointing to.
6.
The answer is supersede. Supersede. Okay. Right, and that's the end of our words
What
today.
is that?
That's blue tack. Can you go and sit down for me now,
Blue
lovely?
tack.
Go on. Thank you for helping. Right. So those were your some of your words for today. I'm going to stop sharing this. Well, actually, I'm not. I'm going to go on to the PDFs and I'm going to show you your other work for today then. So your work. So the first thing I want you to do, and you should be used to these because you have seen them before, these are the Mr. Wrong's juggling muddles. So group 3, and those of you who might, my screen sharing is paused. Stop sharing and then start sharing again. Something went wrong, I'm sorry. So here you can see Mr. Wrong's juggling muddle for group 3. So the letters are all jumbled up from group 3 spellings and you need to unjumble them for the words. That's your first activity. You don't have to print it off. You can do it straight into your home learning book. Just number them, number the different boxes and just write the words into your home learning book. If you've got different spellings, so you've got some of your own spellings, you can do group 3 as well. Group 1 and group 2, yours is here as well. So yours is a different one. So there is, if you're in group 1 or 2, yours is yellow. If you're in group 3, yours is red. Okay, so you just need to make sure that you've got the right one. Otherwise, it'll be quite tricky because you won't know the words that you're trying to work out. So that's task 1. Then task 2, I've got some worksheets for you on adding prefixes. Now, you've been given the prefixes in the box, so the bits that you add to the root word, and it gives an example. So which prefix can you add to the words below? There may be more than one. So what I'm looking for you to do in your book is write the number and then write all the words that you can make. So if yours was, I'm going to stop sharing the screen. If your first one was the word port, you would write the word port in your book, and then you would write the words that you can make by adding a prefix, like export, and then underline the prefix that you've added, or report, and underline the prefix that you've added. Now you're going to do that for each of the words that is on your screen. So I'm just going to go back to that document so that you can see it. So Asia and Africa, you've got yours there. So you've got the words claim, human, pack, dote, fiction, bacterial, discount, pay, behave, marine, and happy. Europe, you have got calculate, correct, and sense added onto there as well. Okay. And then the Americas, you've got some different ones, as you can see. I don't need to read through them for you, but you've got 20 different words to do. So good luck with your spelling work today, and have a little bit of fun with it. And if you have time, just nip on to Education City. There's lots of different games on there if you want to go into the writing area or and find the different games to support your spelling. All right, so have a good English lesson, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.